details, Tamika Taylor, who also lived in the apartment complex. Maureen asked Taylor what she believed happened, more specifically, who she thought could be behind the attack, and without missing a beat, Tamika pointed to Daniel Williams, the neighbor who had called for help. According to Taylor, he was obsessed with Michelle and harbored an obsessive crush.
And at a certain point, I'm pretty relieved we decided to live out of our cars in a place like America where there's clean water available pretty much at all times. And, basic commodities like, cars and functioning streets and things like that, like things that are just so ubiquitous you don't even notice at this point. It actually made it manageable. And again, it wasn't easy to get out of it by any stretch of the imagination. But, basic things like that seemed to make it a bit more doable.
This named to multiple officers and informed them that he was already in trouble with the law for violently attacking a woman the month before, and that this
than I was or will ever be. And they gave up. And whether it be from just they couldn't manage.
They made up their mind, based on a suggestion from someone outside of the case and no evidence, led to 7 innocent men being
ideas that could have been executed if they just kept doing it, and they could have just kept going. And I'm obviously not
carriages of justice that I have ever stumbled across.
I'm basically a nerd
Daniel
with
Williams,
a shitty mouth that makes a bunch of
25-year-old
noise.
naval officer
So
who had just married
I do think
his
I'm
longtime
at least
girlfriend,
competent, though.
Nicole
And
Williams.
I figure,
the month
again, if
prior
I
to
can manage
Michelle's
it,
murder,
why
the
can't
couple
other
had
people?
excitedly
I think a lot of musicians get lost in metrics and data and
be rocked by the news that she actually had ovarian cancer. Despite the diagnosis, they
that's the ego talking, and the ego gets in the way of a lot of things. And
engaged, but moved their wedding date up in order to get Nicole
healthy creative environment, or at least, again, trying to build resilient.
Just 11 days later, when Maureen Evans approached Dan after talking with
show. And it's like, again, not to say that it's not important and ignore all of it forever, but if some of these people just kept going, I mean, they could have built something great. And I think they could have